Interaction. The medical AI chatbot business is expected to be worth $100 billion by the year 2033. In Miami, Eben Brown, Fox 2 News.
Well, trending today, we've all heard about the stay-at-home spouses.
But what about a stay-at-home son? The term is part of a growing trend among young men who leave behind the pressures of the workplace and take on a homemaker role for a living son or husband, living at their home with parents and earning their keep by doing housework and running errands. Experts warn the trend should only be temporary, transitional phase, rather than a long-term plan.
So basically, husbands or sons stay home. That's what it basically said, and do the housework.
Got it.
Good luck.
All right. Also trending today, a bizarre police pursuit in Ohio. This one did not involve a suspect on the run.
Instead, officers found themselves chasing an inflatable pumpkin rolling through town. Body camera video from the Parma Heights Police Department shows what happened after the pumpkin was corralled. The challenge was figuring out how to deflate it. Officers were able to put the pumpkin into the back of the patrol vehicle and return it to the owner. Parma Heights is less than 10 miles southwest of Cleveland.
I wonder if the pumpkin got a ticket or all's well.
I mean, couldn't they just pop it?
They could.
Don't be too smarter than the problem, right? That seems like a smart answer.
And technically it's not theirs, so they can't ruin it.
No,
you know,
it's property damage.
There you go. We do have a frost advisory tonight, so if you have yet to cover your plants, well, obviously now not the time, but before you go to sleep, just be sure to do that. We could get temps as low as 33 degrees for those counties that are highlighted in purple. Next couple days, temps will be in the 60s, maybe a spotty shower chance late tomorrow into Saturday, but we do have a lot of dry time, so a nice weekend maybe to head out to some of the cider mills or, I don't know, whatever else you want to do outside.
Just be outside,
yeah,
enjoy it.
right? Exactly.
Thanks for joining us, though, for the news at 6. TNC's next.
Damn right I look good.
3, 2, 1.
What's up? Welcome to the Sports Office. Great to have you here tonight. It's an elimination show.
Really?
Well,
I didn't know that.
No,
Do I gotta go?
Elimination game.
Oh, man.
Is it between me and Woody? Who's
Caputo's
leaving?
already here. Look.
Oh, yeah, Pat. Yeah, my man, Pat.
Woohoo! So, yeah, we got Pat Caputo tonight. James is here. Woody is here.
Always.
You're here.
Yep.
You can join us on the Zoom right
Getting it
there.
first time every time now.
All you got to do, I got it right there. Just click that QR code. That'll get you in the Zoom room. That'll bring you over here where Tommy is hanging out. He can find the Zoom. We can put you up, turn the cameras on. We're waiting on AJ Hinch in Seattle. Here, turn this around right here. Can you do it? This is where AJ Hinch will be talking to the media in just a moment in Seattle. We'll let you know when that happens. We're going to welcome in Pat Caputo from 97.1 The Ticket, who has been, there it is.
Pat already knows what AJ's going to say.
Yeah, we all know what AJ's going to say. We're going to play 27 outs. We've deserved to be here.
Exactly.
We've earned our way here.
Just got to play every game,
but you know what?
every hit,
Hey,
every
Pat,
pitch.
You've been through a lot of baseball seasons. Has this Tigers season, the ups and downs, the believing, the not believing, the anger, the despair, the highs, the lows, has it been any different than others?
That's the weirdest season I've ever seen a team go through.
That answers it.
You know, I mean, as you know, people love this. I was a beat writer for a long time. And, I've covered it as a columnist and all that, 40 years of this. And nothing remotely like this year. Nothing at all.
So answer the question, what is this team? I mean, they're one game away from the ALCS. And I agree with you. It's hard to wrap your arms around this team because they go from being the best to having the worst September of any team that qualified for the playoffs. And now here they are again with Tarek Skubal going to Game 5 of the ALDS.
Well, how many teams, lose 12 out of 13 games? The lead goes down from 10 to 3.5 over, their nemesis. And then they end up going 10 and a half games ahead of that nemesis and then blow the lead and then beat that nemesis. And then they go into Seattle against a team that clearly has better personnel. The Mariners are a way better team personnel-wise than the Tigers. And yet the Tigers are 2-2 in a series with Skubal going. Who do you know that ends up down 3-0, fans booing? They show up for the fewest amount for a playoff game in the history of the franchise. And, all of a sudden the bats erupt. Spire was out there. And, everybody loves Javi, who everybody was down on. It's the most bizarre situation. And, Dan, I would say that that's baseball, people will say, but it's more than just that's baseball.
All right, I'm going to get you to dive deeper into that. You were a columnist forever. You still write columns. I'm going to give people a look at what AJ Hinch is doing right now. This is, I don't even know what this is. So here's AJ Hinch.
I don't know that it helps you win as much as it helps you keep things in perspective, that the 27 outs are going to be played. The game is going to come, and there's going to be a lot of peaks and a few valleys for both teams and things like that are going to happen. But everybody on both sides is going to leave it on the field. Now, whether you've played in these or not, every single player, coach, manager knows what's at stake and what tomorrow night can bring, both positively and the downside.
And then lastly, I'm just curious if you saw the interaction between Naylor on second yesterday and Mize on the mound and what you made of that.
I didn't see the interaction. Did they talk? Oh, just the motioning? Yeah, that is pretty standard nowadays. I know there's been a lot of debates about what's real, what's not real, the gamesmanship that comes with the motions and things like that. Different teams are doing more outlandish things as they get, and the paranoia is real too. So I think no, I don't have much take on it other than we don't pay a ton of attention to it because it's a distraction either way. Whether it's something that you're doing, then obviously got to clean up your tipping. If it's not, then it's wasteful energy to worry about it.
All right, so, well, I just changed the channel, but whatever.
Nice, Dan. Nice job, Dan.
So,
my gosh.
Not to be flip, Pat, that's AJ Hinch. Kind of a slippery slope asking him about things that might be questionable in terms of the rules in baseball. Kind of a slippery slope,
doing
right?
my Bo Naylor thing.
Yeah. Bo Naylor, yeah. Anyway, so move it ahead for me tomorrow.
Gosh,
it's almost impossible to expect to know. Look, we never know what's going to happen in the game of baseball. We never know what's going to happen in sports. That's why we love it. But this team probably more unpredictable than most, even with Skubal on the mound. But you could not have asked this thing to fall any better for the Tigers than it did with Skubal out there.
Well, the oddity of it is there's a lot of fan discontent, fairly or unfairly. I think it's unfairly when it comes down to the subject of money, because I feel like the team has put a lot of money into the franchise, more so than your basic fan tends to give them credit for, and your basic media member. But fairly because they didn't do more at the trade deadline. So, Eugenio Suarez has been terrible in this series, but he hits one home run, and it's like it's come back to haunt them. There's a lot of angst about that, that they didn't do more at the deadline. And as the collapse just kept growing and growing and growing into something that became very real, then that angst kept going. But the weird part of it is, since the collapse, all the Tigers have done is, if you were to say, hey, they're 2-2 against the Mariners in the division round, you would say, well, that sounds like where they would be even when they had a really good record and they were tearing up the American League. So it is one of those things that is a constant game of mental tennis for their fans and for the town. And nobody knows really how to feel. But if you look at the overall picture, they're going to be okay, when you look at them this year, win or lose. Now, a lot of people will say they don't feel that way because they should have done more. And I'm in the camp of, and I appreciated Scott Harris's transparency at that time because he said exactly what he was thinking. But where the problem I have with it is what he actually said. That the window of opportunity wasn't wide open. It was. Scubal's here for a couple of years. He won't acknowledge that part of the situation. Talking about things coming back and haunting them in the future because they have this glut at catcher and this glut at second base in the minor leagues really didn't make a lot of sense to me. So, but, getting to where they're at right now, that's a pretty good place. And win or lose coming Friday, it's going to be a season that you can't look back and say, well, the 2025 Tigers were terrible. They weren't.
Yeah.
Pat, James here. Nice to talk to you, sir. Tell me what you saw out of Troy Melton yesterday. I thought he's had a pretty good series against Seattle, and I thought he was really good yesterday.
Well, he's an interesting story. It tells you about the fickleness of the arm, the human arm. Nobody can predict that. He's been a good prospect and did well a couple years ago and moved up. And then last year he had an off year when a lot was expected of him. And this year he had a good year. But the thing is, he's ticked up. He wasn't somebody that threw 99 miles an hour, 98 miles an hour. Certainly in college and certainly throughout most of his minor league career. That was a development a little later in the year. He had some problems with home runs. You've seen it where sometimes he throws it too much through the middle of the zone, and that causes some issues. But he has ticked up a little bit with his velocity. He's pitching to more of the quadrants of the strike zone rather than the middle of the plate than what he was. And you have to do that in the major leagues because obviously they hit home runs off it. And he's experienced that here in the postseason. But he's been mentally strong. He's gone out there and it seized the moment, use all the cliches, and it's been great for the Tigers.
Capoots, in terms of what you're looking for tomorrow from Scubal, what is last year's experience losing Game 5 allow him to take to the mound tomorrow with another chance to advance in a Game 5?
Well, keeping it all in perspective, he's the best pitcher in baseball. How often do we say that?
Right. No, you can't say it about anybody else.
No, really. You can go to Paul Skeens and there's a couple others, but really that's his MO, right? Well, when they handed the ball to Jack Morris in those situations, Jack Morris pitch complete game wins for the Tigers in the World Series. So he had 3 starts in '84, won 7-inning game, and then 2 complete games, won them all. Justin Verlander, Game 5s, twice, not once but twice, out in Oakland, took care of the money ball at Braves. So if he is really the best pitcher in baseball and all that people want him to be, and the $400 million man, it's not just defined by the great numbers that he had in the regular season and some of the outstanding things that he's done in the postseason. It's defined by this game. This is a separator for really if he's truly great. Look. So, and if he loses, he's still going to be really good, and the Tigers should be happy as long as they have him. but this is a defining game for Terry.
This is a moment. Yeah, no doubt.
Pat, I totally agree with you that this is a defining moment. But you know what? When you look at recent history with Skubal and the Mariners, as a guy who's always around the plate and the Mariners with a bunch of home run hitters, you can see how they have gotten on Skubal a little bit. Do you think they got him figured out?
Well, I don't know if they got him figured out. They've done well against him compared to other teams, but well is relative. You know,
True.
They hit a couple home runs off him. And they've got look, Seattle, you're talking about a 60 home run hitter. Julio Rodriguez is 24 years old, one of the best players, young players in the game. You're talking about, adding Suarez and Naylor.
Right.
J.P. Crawford is a really good player.
Big
really
dumper.
The big dumper is 60 home runs and, tremendous. So they're a little bit different than other teams when it comes down to being able to cope with this. That's what you get when you're in the final 8. It's just very different than playing a weekend series against the White Sox.
That's for sure.
Hey, Capoots, good stuff, man, as always. Before we let you go, Wings are opening tonight. Give me some perspective on this season and what you're looking for and what's going to make people happy and what has to happen to make people happy.
Well, young Wilfredo Birchfield and I are very excited.
Wilfredo.
Because Wilfredo and I love hockey, and so he's all excited about it too. And that's what I have to say about it. I love hockey, and I'm happy that the Red Wings are giving Finney a chance because he earned it. I'm happy they're giving Sandin Palaka a chance because he probably should have been stateside last year and gotten more time in the NHL. And Brandzik Nygaard is a tough kid. I don't care how old he is. He's a big, strong on his skates and pretty skilled guy. And those guys might exert some energy for him. Gibson's, if he can stay healthy, is a clear upgrade in goal. The issue is defense, though. When you look over the names on their defense, it's a little scary.
Pack this up, man.
After you get by Snyder and Edmondson, who's been out, it's a little scary.
Oh, boy.
And we'll leave you with that. Words from Capoots. Appreciate it,
thanks,
brother.
Pat.
Good
Woo-hoo.
stuff, man.
Woody,
Thanks, Pat.
buddy. Very casual Woody.
It's casual in here, man. We're just chilling. We're going to get you back. We appreciate it. Thanks, Pat.
Thanks, Pat.
Good stuff. Pat Caputo joining us right there. You can join us in the Zoom room as well. All you do is go to that little QR code, tap it. That'll get you into the Zoom room over here with Tommy. Tommy will tell us, hey, we got such and such in the Zoom room, but you have to turn your camera on. If you don't turn your camera on, that's a problem. Hammer, by the way, is in Seattle. She's at that AJ Hinch press conference. That's why she's not with us tonight. Hammer is keeping tabs on things. She's going to be there tomorrow. That game tomorrow night is on Fox 2. Our pregame show is at 6:30.
We have a pregame show, Dan?
We have a pregame show.
Oh, that's news to me, brother.
Wilfredo Birchfield's going to join us for that, or whatever he called him. Is going to join us for that. Hammer in Seattle with a cast of many. She'll be talking to the players and the coaches and everything. So we're excited about it. House band is warming up. TSOB, that's what we call it, the Sports Office Band. They're going to join us right now. We're going to play you to break. We're going to come back. We'll jump into some of your Zoom calls on the other side. So, don't forget, later tonight, Deep Thoughts with this man. Deep Thoughts with Z, only on the Sports Office. Thoughts with Z coming up a little bit later on the Sports Office. Your Zoom calls coming up right here. You know, QR code.
Hard fade.
Hard
fade.
That'll get you into. That'll get you. So we've been practicing this. Who does this? Like J-Mo does this, right? Oh, that was terrible.
It was St. Brown.
Hang on.
St. Brown after the Ravens touchdown.
That's terrible. It's
more wrist than arm, sir.
You know what? If I were to
show me how to do it.
If I were to use the line from my favorite play-by-play guy, it would be, "Oh no,
no!" Oh,
yeah, there you go.
That's a good
Woo!
one. That's good.
There you go.
I'll
Good
run
job,
this.
James.
No, except for Amon Ra can get that thing spinning like
Hey, did you know that James caught a foul ball?
I heard that, but it got flipped to you, right?
Yes. If you want to be technical, it was behind me and a bunch of people were fighting over it.
So this was game
3.
So you were the bad luck.
Yes. I actually have been to 6 losses this year.
Okay.
So I'm
And
not
how many
going
wins?
back.
He's not going back.
Oh,
Yes.
You're 0-6?
I am 0-6 at Tiger games this year.
Wow.
That's like Hammer 0-5
disturbing.
picking.
That's
Yeah.
disturbing.
Hammer's 0-5 for the
So
Lions.
what happened?
It was just Randy Rosarena caught it, threw it into the stands. A bunch of people were fighting over it. Missed it. I caught it, you know.
Nice.
Great catch.
Nice.
I didn't see a kid around me. I would have given it and been like, hey, here you go, kid. But I didn't see one around me.
An entire stadium.
You liar.
No kids.
I did not see
liar.
a single
Baseball
kid.
game it down
He's
to
going to
20
give
kids.
he's gonna give it to
44,000
a
people,
kid.
0 kids.
What a liar.
First of all, nice shirt.
Oh, yeah, look at that. Hey.
Yeah, look at that.
I edited
We snuck into the same office at night.
Yeah. AJ Hinch sound, but I edited for you.
Thank
if
you.
If you want to use it, it's #1.
What does he talk about?
Experience in winner take all games.
Oh, that's good.
I feel like he may know something about
AJ Hinch
that.
was just addressing the media a moment ago, so
yeah, Matt's not really paying
Matt's doing
attention
something
today.
Else, not really paying attention. He just got
make sure there was not a kid in the Comerica Park that he couldn't.
Believe me, there were 0 kids there
How hard
Tuesday
did you
nights.
look?
For at least a hard 3 seconds.
How hard
it was
did
the
you
longest
look?
3 seconds. I looked to my left, looked to my right, looked in front of me, no kids, my ball.
AJ Hinch on elimination game experience. Go.
Experience always helps because you can reflect back on the things you've done well, maybe some things that you wish you hadn't done, or the nerves that come with it. But I actually think it's good to be nervous. It's good to be excited, and I guess there's a small consolation prize of knowing the stress that's coming. But sometimes it's nice to be naive and not know, and just kind of not be able to breathe during the moment and have to deal with it in real time. So I don't know that it helps you win as much as it helps you keep things in perspective, that the 27 outs are going to be played, the game is going to come, and there's going to be a lot of peaks and a few valleys for both teams and things like that are going to happen. But everybody on both sides is going to leave it on the field, and that whether you've played in these or not, every single player, coach, manager knows what's at stake.
So there it is. AJ
No hat,
Hinch
AJ.
talking about the game
No
tomorrow
hat.
night.
All serious.
No hat, AJ.
No
Good
hat,
point by
AJ.
You always see AJ with a hat.
You always see AJ with a hat,
Yeah,
but no hat
he
today.
didn't have his uniform on today, so he didn't have his hat. He probably
It's
came
an off
straight
day.
from the
Right.
airport and the team
The team did
hotel.
not work out.
Yeah,
so
and they just went in there.
went in straight. So, yeah, I anticipate good things for the Tigers tomorrow, I think.
You do?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
Even though, we were talking with Pat and I was thinking about the negative, I think they have enough to pull it out in Seattle. I mean, there's a lot on the line, and usually when those games happen, these guys step up. So let's see if they step up, and then it's off to
Didn't ask
where?
for anything. You
It's
got
off to Toronto.
You got your guy on the mound.
Yeah, I got to get my passport
You got
together.
your guy. Yeah.
No passport, you're not going. You're not going. How many runs do
you'd
they
have to
need
fast
tomorrow
track
to
those
win, Woody?
things.
Like, how many runs do they need tomorrow to win?
Oh, boy.
With Scooble,
Tomorrow?
I'd say 4.
Yeah,
4?
4 or 5.
4.
Right, 5, I would say. If they
Okay.
get 5, that would offset maybe 2 home runs that Seattle hits. But if
They do mash the ball.
They
man.
do.
They got
They
some
do.
dudes. You watch
And
them come up.
Pat was right. Pat was right.
Those
I mean, it's
numbers.
like 1 through 6,
Yeah.
and then again at 9
Yeah.
in the lineup. These guys are mashing.
What did they
20
say
home
between
runs
Naylor
for 6
and
guys?
Eugenio? They added what, like 60-plus home
Right.
runs?
Right.
Yeah. It's crazy. I mean, Suarez also has a ton of RBI, too. They hit the ball with people in scoring
Right.
position. It's a scary
He either
lineup.
gets a hit or
It
he
is.
walks back to the dugout.
That is true.
Yeah,
That's
I would
pretty
like
much
to
his
see him walk
baseball.
back to the dugout a lot more.
Well, we'll see. I mean, we'll see. Rodriguez worries me a little bit, too. They've kind of kept him in check.
He might want to
he's a
explode.
dude.
Right, exactly.
He's a dude. Like Riley. They had to feel like they kept him in check. And then all of a sudden, that big freaking looping uppercut swing, and there it goes 454 feet. I like it when he hits at 454 feet.
Yeah, he doesn't care about the strikeouts, though.
Yeah.
He don't care. No.
He's only got about 200 of them.
No.
All right, we'll take a break. We'll come right back. House band's going to play us out. Deep Thoughts with Z when we come back. Yes, sir.
1-0 Wings.
Oh, look at that.
The captain, Dylan Larkin.
Deep thoughts yet. No. Put the graphics away. We have a special guest. We only got about
30 seconds. Guest, go.
Hi, Dan. I just wanted to say hi and test this out, the Zoom room. It does work. You guys can jump on the QR code. It does work. It gets you right in. Take it away, Dan. I'll give it back to you.
Thanks for joining us,
No problem. Yeah, there you go.
All right, you know what it's time for right now? Deep Thoughts with my man.
So, here it is. First one. You won't ever be free until you realize the cage.
Bluetooth disconnected.
Oh, yes. See what he said? Because we can trap ourselves with the thoughts that we have.
Bluetooth connected.
We can free ourselves by letting them go. Free your mind.
And
the rest will follow.
There you go.
Yeah, okay, there you go.
Your talent is the universe's gift to you.
Yes.
What you do with it is your gift back to the universe.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying?
See,
don't waste
see?
it.
That's right.
Woody, don't waste it.
I'm trying not to.
Maximize
Dan.
it.
Trying not to.
James, don't waste it.
Wow.
Please don't.
One more, Z.
All right, dig this. If you light a lamp for somebody else, it also illuminates your own path.
Smart. That's
There you
smart.
Go. There you go. But here's the creme de la creme. Are there any two plays in the NFL that don't offset?
Oh.
Well,
you know,
yeah.
Two penalties offset.
Yeah, but does it matter which penalty it is?
But they don't completely offset it. That's a deep thought. We're going to have to leave it there.
See?
We'll see you next time. Hey, don't forget, Fox 2 tomorrow night, pregame show, 6:30. Game coming your way as well. That's Game 5.
Yeah, we'll be here.
Peace.
We'll be here. Sports Office.
15-yard penalty.